Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change your oil on your 2010 Ford Focus. The first thing you're going to do obviously is get it up off the ground. I've just got the passenger side here lifted up on the ground, and I've got it resting on the jack as well for safety. You always want to put a jack under it. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to locate the oil pan, which is on the passenger side of the vehicle. It's got the drain plug right here, and then that on the driver's side is the transmission pan. So you're going to unscrew the drain plug. Alright, so now we're going to let that drain, and next we're going to locate our oil filter, which is at the front of the engine right here. And we are going to, if you got a big enough oil catcher, you can go ahead and undo this now too, but I don't, so I'm going to wait for this to drain out, and then I will unscrew the oil filter. We are letting the oil drain. We can go ahead and pop the hood. The latch is right here underneath the steering wheel. Pull that and it pops the hood. Go back up front, and it's right here. Pull this and lift up, and then prop it up with this. Okay, now I'm gonna start loosening this filter. I've got a special tool to help me. It's on there pretty tight. And now's a good time to make sure that that oil, the gasket from the filter, is not stuck on there, and it is not. Okay, so here is the new filter, TG3614. Any of the Fram brand is going to be 3614. I think the one that I took off there was PF3614. They didn't have any more of the regular kind, so I had to get this Tough Guard. But so it's going to take 5W20, and I like to pre-fill the oil filter on this, especially since it sits in there straight up and down. Pre-filling it prevents extra wear on the first startup. Okay, so now that I filled the filter up with oil, it is ready to be put onto the engine. And if you filled it up all the way to the top, you're going to want to be slow, because it'll the oil will spill over the sides if you spin it on too fast. Okay, so once the filter meets the engine, it is 3/4 to 1 more turn. So I'm just going to use this kind of as a reference. I'm going to want it to be somewhere in this general area. Okay, so now we've got the oil filter on. I'm gonna go ahead and take this plug back out and let it finish draining. So once it's down to a very thin trickle, you can go ahead and put the drain plug back in, and always start it by hand. You don't want to strip the threads or anything. Alright, once you got it all snug on there, you're done down here. You're ready to let the vehicle down. Make sure you've got everything out from under it. Okay, and you're going to want a funnel to make it easier to pour. And we're going to pour this 5-quart jug until it's halfway between the one and the bottom there. Probably a little bit more for mine since I spilled a lot of it filling up that filter. But this takes about 4.5 quarts. Okay, so once we've got it that far, I'm going to take this filter out and put the cap back on. And now I'm going to go ahead and start the car and let it run for about a minute and let that oil get all pushed through the engine. And then I'm going to shut it off and check the oil level. You are going to want to park it on level ground.
Trial with plenty of talk about the move by.
Okay, I've shut the engine off, so we're gonna check the oil level now. This is your dipstick, the one with the red dot. This one is your transmission dipstick, obviously. Pull it out, and you're going to wipe it off. And then you're going to stick it back in. Pull it out. And you're going to look right between those two dots there, and the oil is between those. So it's got enough oil in it, so we are all done.